Good morning, Klaatu for you. I'm assuming I said that right. Klaatu for you. It sounds weird, I guess, when I say it. Uh, I'm not sure if you listened to any of our lives before here on this freaking show. But if you haven't, I do have a co-host who's going to be hopefully joining me here soon, and we're going to banter about a couple of things we actually wanted to talk about since the last time we did a show, which has been a while because people get busy and life kind of gets in the way of creating podcast content. But thank you for tuning in here. We are going to take suggestions from topics and stuff from those who kind of pop in here and listen to us. So if you have something you'd like to discuss, please feel free to let me know what it is. And then hopefully when he gets here, we kind of talk about it. I am Travesty. That is the name I go by when I do podcasting. I actually have two different podcasts. This Freakin Show, which is you're listening to the live stream of it right now. And also JFW Podcast, that's Just Freakin Wrestling, where we talk about professional wrestling. Just a brief little description of who I am and what I do here. So we're probably going to talk a little bit about Marvel. I'm going to see if my co-host wants to discuss the weird unwritten rule incident that happened. Actually, it was a while back ago, probably about 3 weeks ago with the Chicago White Sox. Both of us being from Chicago. That's an important thing to us, well, at least to me anyways, because I'm a huge baseball fan. Also want to talk about the Carnage trailer that came out, and I'll see if he could, if he's interested in talking anything about this whole new outcome to what's going on with the pandemic as far as the COVID-19 virus and where it originated from as they kind of look more into it. But while you're here, again, just waiting for him to come in here. We're supposed to start 2 minutes ago. Now he's late, but he's probably getting some coffee. Actually, he's right there. So as soon as he calls in, like this.
I was just in the shower.
Oh, were you in the shower drinking coffee?
No. I was letting my coffee brew while I bathed.
Have you ever tried it?
No, I haven't. I bet it's good. It'd be like a shower beer, but in the morning.
You know, and I it was weird because, like, I'm trying to remember what it was. I was listening to something a long time ago. It was either a comedian or it was something on wrestling where they were joking about it's not easy drinking a beer in the shower. This is way before the whole trend of shower beers became a thing. But then all of a sudden all these other people was nothing's better than a shower beer and all this other shit. And you start seeing people put coolers and shit in their showers, and I was like, it's something that interests me to at least attempt to see how good it really is, because people have used the word euphoria with it, and I consider that a bold word to use.
True. I love a shower beer myself.
What is your go-to shower beer?
I really like a Blue Moon, to be honest with you, because I also like a shower orange.
Is orange the fruit of choice for showers, or is it anything personally. Citrus?
Yeah. It releases. Yeah, it makes the whole shower all citrusy. It's nice.
So how do you go about it then? If you're drinking a Blue Moon in the shower, do you leave it in the bottle and you kind of squeeze the orange into it like you would a lime in a Corona, or do you actually pour out a pint glass?
Oh, I'll do. I'll make all my wedges and get my ice cold Blue Moon ready.
Okay.
And I'll get into the shower and I'll put some of the wedges into the beer and I'll eat some of the wedges and then just leave the peels on the floor until I'm done showering.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, is the peels on the floor, is that to try to get the hot water to bring out the orange essence of the peel, or is that just laziness?
Nope, that's exactly it. Is to try to get the orange essence out.
Nice. Does it work?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Works great.
Absolutely amazing. Well, I was talking to Klaatu for you. I'm believing I'm saying that right. And now that I'm saying it more and more, I think Klaatu for you has listened to our live stream before.
Oh, nice.
Because I think I remember talking about how Klaatu was like a word or something. Yeah, he says you got it. Okay, I think it said something about Klaatu being like a word that was said in like Army of Darkness or some shit, like the movie with what the fuck is that dude's name?
Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell, yeah. And I thought you may have corrected me saying it was like a Star Wars thing or something.
No, I don't remember anymore.
The day
existed still.
Okay.
Well, there we go.
Never seen that movie.
It's good.
Also
both the original and the remake are fine. I like the original better myself, but
Michael Rennie. Yes, I don't know. I'm so out of touch with shit. I don't even know who Michael Rennie is. I really need to get my shit together.
I feel like it's just it was before I started paying attention to actors' names.
Gotcha. So most appeal entered the studio. I guess entered the live studio. Why can't they say entered the live chat?
I don't know,
because I wouldn't consider this much of a studio as I would a chat for the live stream.
Right.
Klaatu was also a great mystery band from the mid 70s. He said mud 70s, but he corrected mid, so I went to the polite route there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, this is a live stream for this freaking show. I am host Travesty, and I am here with my co-host
Cartoon Joe.
That's Cartoon Joe. That's right. We are the I don't know what's a good. Did you never made my list for me, Joe?
Oh no, I didn't.
You never did.
Dynamic podcast.
Dynamic.
Yeah.
Okay, we are the Dynamic podcast with a little bit of something and a whole lot of nothing. And just to get it out of the way now, so we don't have to do it for a little bit, because we are going to do this until 9:30 Central Time, so we're about 2 hours. Technically, we're going to do it for an hour and 15 minutes, and Podbean Live only allows 2 hours of recording time or 9 minutes. And we're going to split this off into 2 individual shows that will later on be released, so it can be re-listened to by people who haven't had an opportunity to listen to it now. So get this out of the way until we do it again later on. This episode or this live stream is brought to you by ballwash.com. And if you guys are like me, if you're a bigger guy or you're just a guy who sweats a lot and everything, you get really stinky. You get really sweaty. And if you got to go out, on the night on the town with your boys or, your friends or maybe even a date, and you don't want to smell like a pile of garbage, then you want to get the best hygiene products that are out there today, and that's going to come from ballwash.com. They have anything from head to toe, from hole to pole, from shampoos, conditioners, and body washes. But even beyond that, they got a nice cologne-style cream that you rub onto your nether regions to give it an extra boost of fragrance. Me being a big guy, I suffer from a lack of thigh gap, so there is a chafing situation that goes down in my areas, if you will, and they have a product to cure that, which is called Ball Guard. And a Ball Guard, it goes on like a lotion, but it does dry as a powder, and it keeps you going for the rest of the day. It just kind of really, really helps out there. But even beyond that, Joe, they got hand sanitizers and boxers. They even have a personal lubricant. So if that date doesn't go so well, your night doesn't have to go to shit.
You could also use it for your date.
That's true, right? Right? For her pleasures.
Yeah.
Just like my favorite kind of Trojan condom, the ribbed kind.
Nice.
Yeah, a little fun fact for you guys out there on how Travis C likes to live his life. You can find all
Fred Flintstone's favorite condom too.
Is it? I like that. I like that, Joe.
Thank you.
That's a good one for this morning. See, I think I like post shower Joe. Really snappy right there. Really fucking snappy. I like that.
Yeah,
you can find all these amazing products at ballwash.com. Obviously, it's spelled just as it sounds. BALLWASH.com. Fill up your cart with all their amazing products. You don't want to buy them individually. They do have a sack pack of stuff where you just buy stuff in bulk. Of course, if you don't even want to buy things on a monthly basis, you want it to be sent to you on a monthly basis, they do have a ball subscription option as well. Fill your cart up with all your amazing products. Use the promo code FREAKNET. That's FREAKNET. It'll save you 15% on your entire order. That's right, ballwash.com. It's time to get that funk out of your junk.
Nice. This freaking show is also brought to you by audible.com. If you like reading but don't like actually reading, it's a great option for you because someone will read to you. You can enjoy all the stories, all the nonfiction, all the writing that your little heart could desire, all read to you by professionals. And all you have to do is go to audibletrial.com/freaknet, and you'll get 1 credit towards your first audiobook, 1 free credit, 1 free audiobook, and something else. I forget what it is.
What's up? You get a 30-day free trial plus a credit to your first book purchase.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, 30-day free trial. First credit. Thank you. For some reason, there was a percentage in my head, and I was like, that doesn't seem right. But
it 100% satisfy you. I think that's the percentage you're looking for.
That might be it. Yeah.
The 100% satisfaction.
And, one great use would be is when we make it on, we do a book club. We've been reading through the Phantom Tollbooth. Yep. We're not that far in, so you got plenty of time to catch up. If you want to go to audibletrial.com/freaknet, get yourself the Phantom Tollbooth for free, and join us. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, even for me, not a big reader, haven't been a big reader my whole life. I've taken advantage of the opportunities to get Audibles, so now I can read. I can listen to the books being read to me as I'm driving to work, or if I'm driving long distance to go somewhere, like helping a friend move because I own a truck like a fool, or even I'm just sitting around the house doing menial like cleaning and upkeep and stuff. Sometimes you don't want to listen to music because you've listened to every song that's out there. A book is a good alternative.
That it is.
Yeah. I kind of broke the news a little bit yesterday when I did the JFW live stream. So I kind of want to mention it here since this is where kind of the whole idea originated. We are very, very close to receiving or to acquiring, I guess would be a good word, a new sponsor through Amazon Music.
Oh, no kidding.
So I got a hold of the company because we talked about it in the last episode about how it's kind of iffy on what the hell is going on.
Right.
I got a hold of the company that was offering up the sponsorship. I got the information, was asking about it. Finally got through to somebody and finally got, for the most part, the information I needed to get it set up. So I signed up for it. I got everything going. I think I'm just waiting on the final approvals of everything. But if it happens, then it looks like we here at this freaking show, as well as Just Freaking Wrestling, will be sponsored by Amazon Music. So
nice. That's fantastic.
Yeah. We're moving up in the world. You made it when you're sponsored by the biggest company in the world.
Right. They definitely won't sponsor anybody for the purposes of spreading their money.
Not one bit. Not one bit. When they look at this freaking show, in their mind, they're thinking, here's a group of guys, and by group, I mean pair. Wow. But when they look at Freaknet, they're like, here's a group of guys who are going to draw people to our business. Or they're like, here's a group of guys that ain't going to cost us a dime if they fail.
Right?
Either way, I could link Amazon to this show now, so I'm okay.
Nice. Very nice. That's exciting.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I'm excited for it. I'm hoping it all turns out well. Like I said, I don't know the logistics of how it all works. I do know that there's a URL that's in the process of being approved. Nave. Is that Nave? Knave? Nave. Yeah,
Nave. Yep.
Entered the live. Thank you, Nave, for being here. If he's still here, I don't think he's still here. I think he already left, the bastard. I don't know the logistics of how the sponsorship works yet. I do know there's a URL in the process of being approved, which is, I think it's going to be like getamazonmusic.com/freaknet. So, yeah. So hopefully maybe by next week, I'll get the confirmation on that. And then hopefully by the next show that we record, we'll have a new sponsorship and I'll give more details on exactly what that is. I've been trying to reach out to Ball Wash to get them on the podcast so we kind of talk to them about the company. But that is as easy as trying to get Oh My Sophie on here.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, and I
So
don't want
super
to,
easy once every couple of years.
right? Yeah, and I want to get Sophie on here, and I want to talk to her again. But damn it, if I swear to God, she has to be avoiding me and trying to be really really nice about it,
No.
because we came close to setting a date and a time, and all of a sudden the day of she has to cancel, and I'm like, okay, cool, we'll just reschedule, and then
Right.
couldn't get a hold of her for weeks about it. And I know there was I actually posted it up on our Facebook this freaking show on Facebook. If you guys haven't had a chance, make sure you go check it out there. I posted a video a few weeks ago, maybe a couple weeks ago, that she posted about kind of having like a meltdown as far as a content creator and stuff. So I kind of understood where her head was at that point.
Yeah, I get it.
So I emailed her and I told her, like, listen, I just watched your video, so I didn't know what you're going through. I'm sorry for bothering you about getting you on the show. I'm not going to keep asking you. I just want you to do what's best for you, and then maybe down the road we'll reach out again. She messaged me back saying, like, no, it's totally okay. Let's set up something for blah, blah, blah. And I said, sure, let's do it. And then it never happened. And then here we are. So
yeah,
I'm done asking. As much as I would love to get Sophie back on here, I'm done asking, because now I feel like a creepy fucking ex-boyfriend who just won't take a hint. Even though that's probably not how she's making it out to be, it's just starting to feel that way, like a fucking fan who just won't get it. Like it's just.
Oh yeah, I hear what you're saying.
It's just one of the things. Like all I want to do is I want to get her on the fucking show,
right?
Because the reformat of what we're doing here, and kind of making it, like the cold opens and the more like just like life shit. Like I just want, that's the shit I want to talk to her about. Like I don't need to talk to her about her
content creation.
Because we did that. We did that in the last episode. Like I want something different. I don't want to do like what we did with Kitsukami, Simon Ray, Night Mage, and Super Casey. It's just bring on and just kind of recapping what the previous show was. Like that's boring.
Right.
Like, I want the new shit that Sophie started doing now, like the OnlyFans page she opened up. I want to get the idea of, the mindset of creating an OnlyFans, because Joe, OnlyFans. We talk about
I know OnlyFans
on here and stuff like that. And there's a general idea of what OnlyFans is.
Right. They're trying very hard not to be that, which is very funny.
Yeah, I saw that they made I don't know if it's called a docu-series or whatever on I think HBO Max or some shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's literally an OnlyFans like documentary or some shit like that. Tony, thank you for joining the live stream here. I think Tony already left again. Whatever, I don't care. Klaatu's still here, and that's all I care about. This is my first off. I'm not sure if this is appropriate to ask, but Klaatu, for you, are you a guy or a girl? I'm gonna ask because I don't want to say thanks, dude, and be rude. Because I guess
I don't know. Like I feel like as a millennial, I feel like dude is a gender neutral. It's like a pronoun.
Yeah. See, I want to believe.
There are some people who do get offended, so it's worth asking.
Yeah, I believe that too. Dude, bro, bud,
guy,
manly man. He's a manly man. Excellent, nice. Cool. Because I mean that's the world we live in currently, to where like you have to make sure you're using the right pronouns and stuff towards people, and I do that because I want to be respectful of people. I don't ask to be jokingly, even though a lot of the shit I say is sarcastic. But yeah, no,
it's really hard when the tone of your voice is naturally sarcastic.
Yeah,
you're trying to be sincere, and it sounds like you're just being a dick.
Yeah.
It happens to me a lot.
Yeah, I blame my friends for that, because it's been years of just talking to them like that. It just became normal, and I think that's why I'm not a very people are so sensitive. People are too sensitive so far. Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. I miss the days where you could use certain words that are now considered hate speech as like just jokes with your friends. Like I would never say it to a stranger, but to say it to a friend is funny. I actually had that conversation with a couple coworkers from Sicko a few weeks ago, talking about a buddy of mine who I used to grow up with in high school. I think you've met Jason a time or two, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So he moved. He's actually up in Chicago right now doing. I actually don't know. I think the last time I heard, he was like a bartender, and he also worked at some kind of club.
Oh, okay.
So I haven't seen him 9 years, maybe. So, anyways, I was on Snapchat and I was watching stories, and Snapchat now has ads and stuff. And one of the ads was about an OnlyFans biography or documentary or something like that. And I'm pretty sure it's on HBO Max. If it's not, it's on a streaming app. That it's got to be HBO Max. It has to be HBO. I know it's not fucking Peacock or Netflix,
Hulu,
or Amazon. No, it might be Hulu.
I don't know.
It's one of those two. It's either Hulu or HBO Max. But there is an OnlyFans documentary talking about how OnlyFans got started and what it's used for now. Which, for those of you who don't know what it's for, it's just a way to pay for fucking Pornhub without just going to fucking Pornhub.
Well, it's paying the directors directly or creators directly instead of paying Pornhub. The only thing I don't like about OnlyFans is they take a huge cut of commissions.
Do they really?
Yeah, like it's like a third or something like that. And so like creators are actually having a real hard time. You know, you might be making $500 a month, but they're taking a third off the top of that. And so how you're supposed to pay your rent? You know?
Yeah. See, I didn't know they were taking that much.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but you know, like a lot of the people, like even people I know, like not even so much content creators. Like I know a lot of cosplayers do it because before it kind of turned into what it was turning into, I would support like a content creator, like a different one every month on OnlyFans, because I was like, you know what, it's a way, especially during the pandemic, for people to make extra money because they can't go to conventions and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
So I'll pay the monthly thing to support them for a month. It gets them additional content. And if they do like a deal, because some people are like, let's say it's $10 a month to watch your content, but they do a sale where like the first month is like $3.
Right.
I'll do it for 2 months. I'll extend it just to pay the at least full month-long payment at least once.
Right.
And stuff like that. Just so I can be like, hey, you know, it feels like I'm doing my part.
Right.
But then once a cosplayer, and this isn't Sophie, I want to make that very clear because I don't want people to get the wrong idea. This is a different content creator, not Sophie. Okay. Like when you go from subscribing to her like website or whatever, and it goes from her like posting old cosplay content to her finger banging herself, it kind of turns you away from wanting to like continue to do it, because at that point now you're just buying porn.
Right.
So it's a little weird. Now, Sophie does talk about how her she calls it Only Pals because her fans are her pals.
No, sure.
So it's still OnlyFans, but she calls it Only Pals.
Oh, gotcha.
She says that's where like her spicier stuff is, which
Gotcha.
Awesome. You know, like 100%, you know, supportive of doing what you want to do on OnlyFans.
Sure.
And she does it in a tasteful, clean kind of way.
Oh, nice.
On the other side of it is like, you know, like no disrespect to anybody who decides to do that particular content on OnlyFans, but you're trying to sell something that I can literally watch on Pornhub for free, and it's better quality like filming. So, but nothing against what they're doing. I mean, I'm a man. I get it, and it doesn't upset me in one way. It's just a little bit goofy how something like that turns that way. But I mean, I think even Snapchat had like a period where like the whole point of Snapchat, which I think kind of got back to that now, was just, you know,
same for sexting.
Yeah, you know, like I remember somebody I know got drunk one day and went to go send a nude. What's it called? Is it just called a nude? A nudie? Yeah. Nudie, whatever. Yeah. To a girl he liked. Not even a girl he was dating, a girl he liked. He came back out, he was laughing and shit like that from the bathroom. I was like, what's up, dude? He's like, oh, I just sent a dick pic to this girl I like.
No.
Why the fuck would you do that? He's like, it's okay, it's on Snapchat. It only lasts like 5 seconds. We put it on his story.
So do you, bud. What?
Yeah. Like, who are you talking to?
What? No, I was making a joke about him only lasting 5 seconds.
Oh, nice. I like that. Yeah. No, but anyways, he put it on a Snapchat story.
Oh, Jesus. That's
Yes.
24 hours, isn't it?
That is, if you don't know, then yeah, it's 24 hours, and everybody has access to it.
That's
So
funny.
that
I'm friends
mom,
with my mom on Snapchat. Like,
I didn't even know you had a Snapchat anymore.
I don't really use it, but I have it.
Oh, nah, that is where Twitch is heading with the jacuzzi streams. What is a jacuzzi stream?
They do the same Twitch content, but they're in a jacuzzi while they do it. I think.
Oh, yeah, never heard of that.
Yeah.
See, I only watch a couple Twitch streams. I don't like
There are a lot of content creators who are doing like basically OnlyFans, but on Twitch.
It's a direct viewership to OnlyFans for special showings. Gotcha. First off, Utter Idiot Savant, thank you for being here. What are you spraying right now, Joe?
Oh, sorry, I'm putting on some sunscreen.
Are you putting on sunscreen? Are you doing the stream from outside?
Yeah, I'm drinking my coffee outside for the first time since we moved.
You are my fucking hero. The fact that you're streaming from outdoors makes me completely jealous that I'm doing this from a desktop.
Yeah, I'm on my phone. It's great.
I didn't know.
That's also why you can hear probably my air conditioner every time I walk past it.
Maybe, I don't know. It's a lot different than the police sirens through the door when you lived in the city. So
yeah, true.
Yeah. It was nice. It was nice to know though that whenever we recorded, and if you just listen ever so slightly to that siren that goes by, somebody just gained their wings.
Mm-hmm. A lot of times it was ambulances.
Smack my head. He is oiling up for a live stream.
Yeah, I got my own jacuzzi.
God, are you about the jacuzzi on Twitch? Is that what's going on? Excellent.
Yep. Yeah, I've been thinking about making my own OnlyFans, but like that guy on Pornhub who only does wholesome things?
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking about doing on OnlyFans.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
I can dig it. Little cartoon Joe Low. I get it, man. Low, perfect. I'm glad I brought that up. I'm glad I intentionally segued into something that bothers me. So a year ago we tried doing an all women's podcast, Pretty Little Freaks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how to say this to sound like okay. I'm gonna start out with saying this isn't anybody's fault. I'm not blaming myself. I'm not blaming Sarge. I'm not blaming Low for what happened. But great name for the segment. Thanks, bud. So Pretty Little Freaks was a podcast. For those of you who are listening who don't know, Pretty Little Freaks was a podcast we tried to do last year, where basically it'll be hosted by two women who would take fan submitted stories anonymously about bad dates, bad relationships, and give their advice through the perspective of women. I think it's a great concept. I still believe to this day with the right people it would work 100%. I think it's awesome. But we just didn't have the right people. Nothing against the two girls that we did have doing the hosting. As much as they got along, I think they're just way too similar, and they just had way too much shit going on in their real lives to really commit to it. So
yeah,
the podcast only lasted, I think, maybe like about 4 episodes or something like that. And we've mentioned even, and we've said GCR mentioned it. If you get past 9, you're fine. Right. So that didn't happen. Lo, who was one of the co-hosts, decided that she wanted to do her own podcast. Well, I talked to Sarge and they were talking about it, and I said, use the Pretty Little Freaks one. It was paid for a year. It didn't matter. Go ahead and use it. So they went into it. They started working on it. Before they did anything to it, I went in, I changed the password, changed the login, and I thought I canceled the PayPal account that's on it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so this past May, a payment came through for Podbean. Not pay, yeah. So it came through on Podbean. I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was JFW's because I started JFW in June. I was like, maybe I just started, I got it in May and we're just fine, whatever.
Right.
Until I got another Podbean payment yesterday.
Oh, no.
And I was like, okay, well, that's kind of weird because this freaking show doesn't get paid out until November.
Right.
the gray area isn't connected to our PayPal. I just send Sarge the sponsorship money so he can take care of it on his end. So what the hell is this other pay? So now I'm starting to think that Podbean pulled money out of the account for some reason, and now I'm getting pissed. So I'm trying to figure out before I blow up and I go after Podbean for no reason whatsoever.
Right.
Let me try to figure out what the hell it is. And then I started thinking about Pretty Little Freaks, and I was like, it can't be it, because I know I deleted all the account information out of there.
Right.
Until I realized that you can't
What?
delete. The only way you could take a payment information out of Podbean is if you replace it with another payment information. So
What
even
the
if you
fuck?
delete it out of there, it doesn't go away. So I'm trying to log in to Pretty Little Freaks with the FreakNet login I gave it. Well, they changed it. So I messaged Sarge, and I asked him, I was like, hey, do you remember the Pretty Little Freaks
Login
Podbean? Yeah. Oh, not even login information. This is the Podbean. This is before even that. The Podbean information, or the Podbean itself. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, what are we doing with that? Because I was on the impression that maybe Lowell was doing a podcast, and maybe I just didn't know about it. Never was mentioned to me. And he just laughed and said, dude, just let it die, Baba. I'm like, well, that's the problem. I can't let it die because we just bought it for another year.
Right.
And he said, what? And I said, yeah, because I don't know what you guys are doing with it. A while back, you guys asked me for it. I kind of just blew it off like it is what it is. We'll just let the podcast run. And when the year's up, we'll figure out from there. I just didn't think anything of it because I deleted the payment stuff out of there.
Yeah.
There's no way to get refunded on it. It's done. I did get the login information finally. That's how I found out we couldn't erase the payment stuff out of there. Rechanged it, so now I have the logins and stuff for it, and now we have an additional Podbean that we paid for a whole year that I have no idea what to fucking do with now. Sarge did suggest maybe using it as an additional podcasting stream for us to collaborate through and do FreakNet podcasting through that. So instead of him being on our show or us being on his show or JFW and vice versa, that's where we go to release those podcasts. And it sounds like an awesome idea. It also sounds like more work.
Yeah.
So, there's no reason as much as I would love to do it. And I thought about doing another podcast too. I thought about doing a sports podcast with my cousin or a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a guy I work with at Sicko who, what the fuck? Oh my God. Who he was actually talking about with a friend of his to doing a podcast about ghosts and hauntings and shit like that. And I told him, dude, fucking do it. But he's hesitant on because he's not sure he's very podcasting friendly. He doesn't think he can mentally fucking do it. And I was like, dude, it's not that fucking hard. If I can do it, anyone can do it.
Yeah.
But
you just speak into the void. That's very easy.
Yeah, right. you just talk and make sure people are still fucking listening. That's all it is. But
it doesn't have to be good. It just has to be fun.
Yeah. You just have to enjoy yourself, especially when you do these live streams. As long as you have people that pop in, if you can hold on to their attention, I'm sure, when people pop in, if I say OnlyFans, now they're like, oh shit, what the hell's going on?
Right?
Because that's what draws people in. Yeah. Hey, chaps, what is that? Is it Australian?
No, I don't know.
Is that Ugandan? Because it couldn't be UK, right?
Korea. Well, it could be UK. Yeah.
Utter idiots about. I was kidding. I'm assuming they don't say chaps in Uganda. What the fuck is
all you
Uganda?
do is talk. Where's Uganda?
Yeah.
I don't remember, actually.
Not Africa?
I usually think Africa, but as soon as you asked me, I forgot. I was like, oh no.
It could be Klaatu. Klaatu said
East Central Africa.
East Central Africa. There we go. Yeah, I don't even know why. I said Uganda yesterday on the live stream too. I don't know why that country stuck in my head. But Praia. I'm going to assume that's pronounced Praia.
I think probably Priya.
Priya? Is it Priya? See, I can't see the picture, so you know what? That is a girl. I'll go Priya. I ain't from Uganda. Yeah, but wouldn't it be interesting if you were? Right? I mean, come on now. Is Uganda a bad place?
Hey,
or is it a good place?
No, no.
Fuck yeah. See, Priya gets it. So is it Priya or is it Priya? I don't, she couldn't even really tell us. It's not like you could type it out. It's like, it's pronounced Priya. Okay. Priya?
Priya.
Is that Priya? So I wasn't right. I said Priya, right?
Yeah.
Pre or Pry. See, even Utter doesn't know. Short for what? Oh, no. Priyanka. Excellent. Priya. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. I think I like Priya better. I'm not gonna lie. Priya from Uganda. I guess if she was from Uganda, it'd probably be pronounced Priya.
I have no idea. But I would say, yeah, she's an Indian name.
Priyanka is Indian name. Yeah, but see, Utter idiot savant. I wonder if these people know each other.
From Austin, Texas. That's so fucking funny.
You're not from Austin, Texas. Come on.
Sure she is.
Is she? How do you know?
I just take her word for it.
Is it because her name's Priya? And Priya sounds like an Austin, Texas name and not a name from UK?
Yep.
So Priya, who has an Indian-sounding name from Austin, Texas, is now in the UK. But this all could have been avoided if she was just Priya from Uganda. Hell, boys, I'm from USA. Well, okay, now I'm sold because she just say hell. I'm assuming if she was UK, she would have called us cunts.
Right.
Okay. She sold me. She sold me on the fact that she's from. Okay, so quick question. Why would you leave Austin, Texas to go to a country where people naturally just shit in the streets? Now I'm curious. I've had that conversation with Sophia, who's from the UK, who has been on this podcast. Well, I haven't heard from her in a while, and it alarms me because I want to know how little Travis with the 7 names is doing.
Yeah, I don't even remember anymore what the kid's real name is.
You migrated there. Hey, I believe when you listen to my voice. When I listen to your voice, are you calling in, Priya? I mean, you're welcome to call in. God, so much. I like how we haven't even gotten to the topics that we wanted to talk about today.
Oh no, but we never do.
This is going well.
Yeah,
it is going well.
Yeah, she's calling in. She says,
"Oh, excellent." I swear to God, if I don't get a howdy y'all at the very beginning, I may disconnect the call. That's how that's how I roll when I do live streams. That's how I keep them attached. Fucking okay. Anyways, I don't want to make myself laugh. This shit's dim. Okay, Joe, I haven't had a chance yet, but how have you been? Because we haven't recorded a show for like a month.
Oh, yeah, it's been like a month.
It's been a month. Longer. I think around Cinco de Mayo was the last time we did a show.
Yeah, I've been really, really tired.
Yeah?
Yeah. The new job's kicking my ass still.
Is it is it a new job or just the secondary job you've gotten?
The secondary job, yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's still new to me, but yeah. I think I'm finally settling in, but I'm really bad about sitting down during the day at all, and so it's just exhausting.
Gotcha. All right, Pride is out calling in.
Nice.
Why that's connecting. I have a quick question for you. Now you have 2 jobs.
Yeah.
Which means you have 2 bosses.
Boys, how are you doing?
So which boss steals you?
Which boss what?
Hold on a second. She's saying don't say hello. I swear to God to say hello.
What the hell are you talking about? What? Sorry.
That is not an Austin, Texas accent. Come on now.
No. Yes, I am from Austin, Texas, United States of America. Yes, I am, right?
I believe it.
You believe it?
I do.
I don't believe that.
Yes. What the fuck you're talking about? I am from Austin, Texas.
It sounds like half of you is from Austin and the other half of you is from England. And you guys are trying to battle it out on who wants to create what accent right now.
Oh my God, no! You just have to believe that I'm from Austin, Texas. No, I'm not from England, or I'm not from different state, not from different country. I'm from Austin, Texas.
I want to believe you, but who would leave Austin, Texas to go to the UK? I don't understand.
Actually, I want to tell you, this is a kind of long story because, that I was born in Indian family. When I was 8 years old, I migrated to Austin, Texas for my higher studies. But I was born in India. Basically, I'm an Indian, but I currently I'm living in, Austin, Texas. So that's my story.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. You want to know how I know you're not from Austin? Because you said higher studies, and that's way too sophisticated for someone to say who's from Texas. You're way too classy to come from a country or a state that does nothing but shoot shit and eat like barbecue.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that's all
Seriously,
Texas is.
cannot
I
believe
know.
that.
Just like
I-
all Chicago is bullets and hot dogs.
That's true.
Yep.
That's true. Oh, Italian beefs
Oh yeah.
and thin crust pizza.
Okay, so
People
I
can
just
do that.
want to ask one question. Do you guys really think that Texas is a racist country? It's a racist state.
No.
Do you really think that?
Oh no, not any more
No.
racist than any other state.
No, I firmly believe that people are racist, but not places. No.
So why most of the cops kill people? Why they're racist?
I think it's more over fear than racism, honestly. If I had to,
I think the fear is based in racism.
you think so?
I do. I
I know-
think it's unconscious biases that is playing into the fear, in my opinion.
Well, I had a conversation with somebody a while ago, and this was like, and when I say a while ago, I mean like a year ago, like when the George Floyd stuff happened. And I'm not sure if it was with you or it was with somebody. I can't remember what the hell it was. And all they kept talking about is that they're starting to believe more and more that every single cop in the world is racist, is out to kill people and everything. And I tried to explain it. Maybe in my way it was dumb, but to me it made fucking sense. And I was trying to tell him, I was like, you can't sit there and blame every single cop in the world. You can't say every cop in the world is going to be bad just because of one horrible thing that another cop did. And he's like, well, you hear about
Yes,
So
because
what-
I have
if it
heard
were-
about the George Floyd. Whatever had happened with him was terrible. Seriously,
Mhm.
So that
100%. No, I 100% agree with you that what happened to George Floyd is absolutely horrible. But you can't sit there and you can't say that every cop's bad in the world.
Yeah,
It's just not possible. This is the example I gave to the guy, and tell me that you could tell me I'm completely wrong if you want. But like they talk about how like priests and stuff like that, they touch like boys inappropriately and all that shit.
Sure.
Like, okay, does every priest do that?
no, of course not.
Okay, so then how can you say every cop in the world is horrible?
Well,
You can't-
I think so. So I think with cops, with priests too, there are enough that it's not worth qualifying, in my opinion. And like, my thing is like, if the one thing is like one bad apple. The phrase is the one bad apple spoils the bunch. Where are all the good cops that are rooting out the bad cops? They're not doing it. They're not doing it. And anytime that a good cop stands up and says, "Hey, this is wrong," he gets fired. So all the good cops are actually kicked out of the system completely.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you know,
Joe,
and
you
they- and by
said
the way-
you said
and by the
one
way-
thing that Texas, the people from Texas, they only eat foods and they shoot people. So
no, I
is
said
it
that.
is that true?
No, on. First off, you're on the line. It is Priya, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
I said you're from a state where people shoot shit, not people. So I said shoot shit and eat barbecue. No, I didn't say that they shoot people in Texas. They shoot shit in Texas. That could be clay pigeons. That could be beer cans. That could be sides of barns. I mean, I live in Illinois and we shoot clay pigeons and stuff like that up here. So no, I wasn't talking about shooting people. All right, guys, we're going to cut the live stream off here. Me and Cartoon Joe did do it for about 2 hours. So we're going to split up in about 3 different episodes. That way you're not sitting here listening to a 2-hour-long show. So you can be able to take a break in between before you catch the next one. But they'll all be released within about a week of each other. So you're not waiting too long for them. So tune back in, see where the rest of this call-in goes, and we're taking a couple other calls as well. So make sure you tune into the other ones, check them out. Make sure you follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at This Freakin' Show. And, of course, you can catch all of our episodes wherever you stream your podcast. All you got to do is search This Freakin' Show. So, as always, I am Travis C., and thank you for tuning in to this episode of This Freakin' Show. I'm out.